Well, a big welcome back to Dan Hooker with me today. Main event, UFC Qatar. Dan, how we doing?
We're doing good, mate. We're doing good. Sick of training. It's time to fight. I'm getting itchy now.
I imagine you're sick of training, sick of watching fights, just ready to be back in there, man. Haven't seen you in over a year, so tell the fans where the hell you been, what you been up to.
Yeah. Obviously, I had a couple of surgeries on my hands, so been out for a bit. But obviously, been in the gym working on other stuff, training hard. But yeah, just itchy, man. Excited to get back in there and back in there in a big way. Big, as the boss says, title eliminator. So there's no bigger fight that you want to be a part of.
And what's up with the hand? Was it the same injury over and over, just some tweaks? Like what was going on?
Yeah, I broke it like a couple weeks before the Gagey fight.
Mhm.
So I had a surgery to put a plate in, and then surgery to take the plate out. So yeah, it was two kind of surgeries. It was just a bad break. Just kind of is what it is. But if there's any injury you want in this game, it's a broken bone. They're
Yeah,
pretty straightforward to heal. It's not
a
like there's
ligament or
worse
something.
injury. There's worse injuries, man. You injure a joint, or yeah, you injure some ligaments or anything in your knee. It's like kind of prolongs and drags out. This was just kind of just took its time. It's just one of those things.
Well, glad you're healthy, man, especially for this one. An absolute banger title eliminator. Arman Tsarukyan. Talk to me about this matchup, man. What are your thoughts on Arman and this fight?
Yeah, excited. This is the fight I want. This is the fight I wanted before the Gagey fight.
Mhm.
It's just the fight that answers a lot of questions. It's just the fight that kind of shuts everyone up. That's why it's so excited. I feel like, regardless of the bad blood, I feel like he is the best fighter in the division, skill for skill. And so it's like, who do you want to beat? You want to beat the best guy you can possibly get your hands on. So that's why it's such an exciting fight for me, is because I feel like he is the best fighter in the division, including the champion. I feel like he is the best fighting. There's obviously other exciting fights out there for the fans, like the Gagey fight. I know everyone was hanging out, but personally, I wanted the Arman fight.
Now, with Arman, the bad blood, like where does this start from? Is this more so just like competitive spirit, or did something particular happen?
Oh, I guess it started since he first got in the UFC, and he is kind of he's chiming at me and kind of discrediting me and saying that I'm avoiding him and stuff like that. And I'm not really one to back down. And so I kind of fight fire with fire. You know what I mean? I feel like if you take a shot at me, you're opening the door for me to rebut and have a go at you. But what's said has been said. I don't take any of it back. Um, but there, yeah, it's a mixture of things that have been said and competitive spirit. You know, he thinks that he can beat me. I think that I can beat him. Um, I'm just excited that we get 25 minutes to make it clear, to finally make it clear, finally settle the score. And it's always more fun for the fans when there's a bit of bad blood. It is legitimate bad blood there. So yeah, it just adds more. Like, I always feel like if there's more stakes on a fight, the better. And obviously, if there's like personal issues as well in a fight, and it's not only a number one contender fight, it's a number one contender fight where the guys don't like each other. So that's adds to the excitement for the fans for sure.
And we're going to get back into you two in a second, but a big question that I have to ask is when he did pull out like that against Islam, was your initial reaction like bullshit? That was a weight issue using the cover up. Did you actually believe the injury? Like, can you remember back to then?
Oh, it's just yeah. Oh man, I just know from the like we've been in the UFC a very long time, and I know how bad that pisses the UFC off. Um, it pisses the UFC off. You know, they spend money promoting a fight, and then to have to change it, and then obviously pay Moicano a boatload of money to take the fight on short notice upsets the UFC quite a lot. So he put himself in a difficult situation. And then also he also gave the champion, he gave these higher up guys, the big name guys, a reason to not fight him by pulling out as well. You know what I mean? Like now the champion can say, nah, he pulled out last minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight that guy. It's like not only a reason to not fight the best technical guy in the division, but like a legitimate reason to avoid him and to duck him. So he just put himself in a difficult situation. So he must have been injured to yeah. Now he has to fight me. Now he has to fight. Now he has to fight. Yeah, he has to go down the rankings and fight me, which sucks for him.
Do you get worried at all when you see him eating giant croissants, giant cakes, all this in the lead up to your fight?
I don't think he's eating the whole thing.
I hope not.
No, like that's I couldn't care less what he's doing and what he's eating and what he's I'm showing up on fight night. That's all that I know. I don't really. You can't ever account for like what am I hoping for? Am I hoping that has a bad week? Are you hoping for injuries? I don't hope that he's compromised in any way, shape, or form. I hope that he shows up at 100%. I hope he shows up in the best condition of his life, because I know that I am. That's what's so exciting. So I'm more focused on myself than focused on him or what he's doing.
My last question about this fight specifically is, we're getting some mixed signals from him, right? He goes on, I think it was Ariel. He said you better be ready to wrestle for 25 minutes, but then he posts somewhere else that he's working on his boxing. So what do you think's going to happen? You think you're really in for a wrestle kind of fest, or you think you're going to be able to get your way striking?
Oh, he's good at what he does. Like, he's kind of a fighter that fights fire with fire. If you strike with him, he will strike. If you wrestle with him, he will wrestle. He's kind of capable. He's capable everywhere. But I'm prepared for both as well. Like as he says, he's like we're gonna wrestle and you're gonna get tired. But he forgets the part where if we wrestle, you're gonna get tired as well, brother. Wrestling is not a one-way street. You can't wrestle someone and make me tired and you not get tired. Wrestling is dragging you both into the pit. Like that's what it is. I'm ready to get tired. Like, what are you gonna make me tired? I'm already tired. I'm tired. I'm tired right now. You know what I mean? I'm used to being tired. I've been tired for the last 17 years. You can't make me more tired. Like being tired is not a factor. That doesn't make me any less dangerous. Being tired, I feel like I'm dangerous for 25 minutes.
And Dana said it himself, like you said earlier, number one contender fight. So winner here, likely going up to fight Ilia. You envision a fight with you and Ilia, I imagine. How do you think that one goes down?
Yeah, obviously, huge test in front of me, but I like that fight. That's a fight where I have a huge range advantage on the guy, and I feel like I have more tools in the bank. I feel like a bit sharper. He's a great puncher, but I feel like I have the boxing acumen to avoid those big shots or counter those big shots or kind of lead him in the dance. I think it's an exciting fight. He's on one heck of a streak. So to not only beat the champion, but to put an O against his to take the O from his record it's an exciting prospect.
Do you ever think Ilia versus Islam happens, or like you said earlier, you think Islam's going to say no, you had your chance?
Oh, we'll see, man. He's himself, like, credit to Islam, like doing something that even Khabib dare to try, which is move up a weight class.
Yeah.
He's got his own problems. Jack Della's that's a big boy. I've stood next to Jack Della a few times, and you could chop off one of his legs and he's still not going to make lightweight. Like, he is a legitimate welterweight problem. And that obviously takes away a lot of Islam's advantages by coming in there and being a big lightweight, being a strong lightweight. It kind of levels the playing field a bit.
Do you take JDM to beat Islam in that fight next month?
I'd lean with it. He obviously showed that he's highly capable of fighting a wrestler in the Bilal fight, and that's a very strong wrestler in itself. Very similar opponent, and JDM is not. He's not. He's smart about it. He knows that you can't avoid the wrestling. You have to meet it head on. You have to lead the wrestling. You have to counter wrestle with them. I feel like gone are the times of guys trying to avoid wrestling these guys. They've seen that it doesn't. They've seen that avoiding the wrestling doesn't work, or only being defensive with the wrestling doesn't work. You have to wrestle these guys, or wrestle them first. That's the kind of method to the madness.
2 quick questions left. Then I want to ask a few about your boxing promotion, but just because we're talking about City Kickboxing, I'm curious. What do you think the best move, or maybe not the best move? What do you think is gonna happen with Alex Pereira? You think he's going up to heavyweight, or do you think he fights Carlos Ulberg?
Yeah, man. Obviously, he was kind of looking to say that he'll go up to heavyweight, and more so, I feel like he was chasing that John Jones fight for the White House card.
Yeah.
But that's so far away, and you can see how itchy Alex gets.
He likes to fight.
He likes to fight, and he likes to fight in quick succession. He's kind of one of those guys that as soon as he's healthy and he's in the gym, he's looking to fight. Because I'm the exact same. So he might say, and in a perfect world, that's what he wants to do. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. That's a fight that Carlos is obviously prepared for. He's been a part of those Alex Pereira camps for Israel Adesanya, and that's just a fight I would like to see for the plot.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. There's so much story there. And I wouldn't even ask you this question, except I don't control the rankings, and this came out this week. You got passed. Paddy Pimblett passed you in the rankings, Dan. What are your thoughts about that? Does that make any sense?
Oh, yeah, I thought they were going to just try to chuck him in, slide him into a title shot. That was like my gut feeling. I feel like it's Ilia pushing for that fight. He's the one that wants the Paddy Pimblett fight. So not surprised, obviously, if they have a guy fight the champion, they can't have him ranked too low. You know what I mean? So if they can sneak him a little closer, then it sounds a bit better when they announce the title fight.
Now, what if they pull some shit and they're like, all right, Dan, great win, but you got to fight Paddy, #1 contender. What would you say to that?
Get fucked. You beat Arman. You beat Arman Tsarukyan, and then you got to go fight Paddy Pimblett. It's like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I would agree. I think maybe, Paddy and Arman if that happens, but
there's some sense, I can understand them sliding them past me in the rankings on a sneaky one, but for fuck's sake, you're not having to go. I'm gonna go fight the #1 contender and then go fight the number 7 or 8 in the world. That don't make any sense.
I ask you the stupid questions so you can shut them down. So thank you very much, Dan. My last couple here is about you and your 1 Minute Scraps boxing promotion. I mean, anybody who's watched this interview has seen those. Exciting as hell. I guess, how did this come about? Was this out of boredom from not being able to fight?
Yeah, pretty much. I was injured, and it just kind of came together. Me and a sponsor, the doctor, we kind of come up with the idea together, and it was just a it was just a cool idea that I thought that we could chuck together. And it's a pretty crazy format. Like you win 5 1-minute fights for $50,000. You just have start with 32 fighters, and then so there's 16 fights in the first round, then there's 8 fights, 4 fights, 2 fights, and a final. And it's just wild, bro. It's a wild time. We've got to the point now where we've chucked the 32 fighters' names in a hat, and then we just get them all standing around. We pull them out of the hat. And they find out who they're fighting right on the spot. So you get about 10 seconds warning before you're throwing level with a bloke. And it's just, there's no other place in the world that you could get away with this madness than the beautiful New Zealand. So I'm making the most of it.
I was going to say, I deal with a lot of athletic commissions here in America. Yeah, no way. No way that's happening over here, bro. Do you have like any like legitimate goals for this promotion, or is this just something you're having fun with in the meantime?
Oh, for sure. Like you kind of riding the wave. Like it's just exploded, man. I've had that page up, the Woman in Scraps Instagram page. I've had that up for less than 3 months, and it's at 500,000 followers. So it's just the people are loving the content. It's doing some crazy numbers, and it's doing crazy numbers without any support from, like, there's no big backers, there's no media companies behind this. We're not paying for ads. I do all the promo myself. I put all these fights together. I find all the fighters, the venues, everything. I just do it all on myself, and I feel like the fans just like how authentic it is.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not. They know that there's no. You've just cut the shit. You've just got a couple blokes throwing hands. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun.
I can't believe it took 14 and a half minutes for New Zealand and Pennsylvania connection to start being weird, but it just did. So, Dan, I'm going to get you out of here. Thank you very much for the time. Before you do, anything you want to say to all your fans waiting for the return?
Nah, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm fit. I'm healthy. Yeah, I'm coming for his head. I'm excited.
Well, let's see the fist. At least give me a little punch with the healthy fist, yeah?
I'll give you a punch.
Bang! I don't really want to punch. Ladies and gentlemen, UFC Qatar main event. Don't miss it, November 25th. Dan Hooker is back. Dan, thank you, my man. Kick some ass, all right?
Too easy. Thank you, brother.